Think Trivia, and here's this bitch.
As soon as you said that, I hit the transition button. Like, that was even better. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Drink and Think Trivia. As always, my name is Doug. Unfortunately, Lucas is currently watching Virginia Tech probably get its ass beat by North Carolina State, so he can have fun with that. He decided not to be here. But a near and dear friend, someone that I have known for quite a while, has decided to grace us with her presence. But the late, great, I guess I shouldn't say late, I don't know. But back from beyond the annals of Drink and Think Trivia.
I didn't like that word at all.
There's two N's, not one. It's fine.
Look, I'm no judging, no kink shaming.
Hey, you know, what if my kink is kink shaming people?
I feel like that's a gray area. We need to ask a professional.
But you know her, you love her. She is the antithesis to my existence, apparently. We have Paige, the Destroyer.
The Destroyer. That's me. Can't you tell? Look at this face. I'm ready to fuck some lives up. Let's go.
Can I just point out that you dressed as a bull tonight?
I dressed as a cow, thank you.
How many female cows have horns?
I feel like maybe you shouldn't
Zero. Bulls have horns. You are dressed as a male cow. Which, I mean, hey, you're more than welcome to. We're not the Moose Destroyer. You have been called the Moose Destroyer.
It's trademarked now. Nobody else can take it.
Trademarked. You gotta change like Twitch handle to the Moose Destroyer, and it's just all gonna be like milk-based products.
Paige will be very happy then that people will be calling me something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I said other Paige.
Other Paige. Honestly, like Paige hasn't watched in a while, so she does in person now. Like that's all she does.
Oh, lame.
For those of you who do participate, Ryan is there tonight. I think he's dressed as a beer stein. I'm not sure, but I went for the easiest thing I could possibly do because I forgot tonight was Halloween trivia, so I went as like bargain brand dollar store Alice Cooper. Paige, you need to take a drink because you were dehydrated.
I'm gonna take a drink of my little Kai Goes to Peru from Rocket Frog because now I live all the way up in Massachusetts and I can't get it.
A shame. A shame.
Honestly.
I mean, we'll get to what I'm drinking in a little bit, but let's get into the rules real quick. Okay, so for those of you who are new, if you look in the top right corner of our stream, there's a little QR code. If you scan that, you can get to Triv now. Or, actually, I don't remember the commands. Oh, fuck. 1 second.
This goes so well for us. Doug does this every night. Literally every night. You can tell he's a real professional. No, take your time.
Are you kidding me? Sorry. I was curious why it was telling me that I couldn't like comment and stuff like that, and then I realized. Then I tried to like type it. It was like you should log into your Twitch account. I did.
But you did clearly.
This is just like old times.
Yes, it is. You know what? What a throwback. You're welcome. So,
actually, but anyway, Ben's already jumping in. I guess we're getting into the rules first. So we have 3 rules here at Drink and Think Trivia. Paige, do you remember what rule number 1 was?
Don't be a dick. Is that rule number 1?
That is rule number 1. You see, I have a poster. Paige, since we are such stubborn people and have to have things drilled into our heads, what do you think rule number 2 is?
Very bullheaded. No cheating?
No.
Rule number 2?
See rule number 1. Wouldn't cheating fall under don't be a dick?
I mean...
Ben, stop beating me to the quick. But yeah, if you have to ask yourself, is the thing I'm doing right now a dickish move? And if the answer is yes, don't fucking do it. Like it's that,
We'll
it's
post
that easy.
for everyone, just
Yeah.
in case you have questions.
Yeah. We will gladly point out your dickish behaviors. But
Yep.
one thing that is also a dick move is making fun of other people. So rule number 3, as Lucas and I have coined, is you do you, boo-boo. Boys, girls, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone else on that technicolor rainbow in between that we call life, you do you. We don't care who you are. We don't care where you're from. We just hope you have a good time. And if anyone has anything to say about that, they can answer to Paige.
I came ready.
She's gonna fuck you up. She'll chuck the horns while she's giving you the horns. But yeah, so those are our rules for tonight. If you want to join, we ask you, do not answer questions in chat. Join Triv now. You can do it in our browser. You can do it in on your phone, on your phone browser. I'm trying to think what the other thing is. They gave us another one, but it doesn't matter. Whatever. You do it on there. Room code is in the top right, 79PH. That's pretty much all you gotta know. So, with that, Paige, what have you been up to since you have left us? The fun parts. Let's keep it to that.
Well, I had a change in career.
Ooh, you're not Starbucks barista anymore.
Well, I haven't been for a little while.
I know, but
did a cute little stint over at the Trader Joe's. And now I'm a professional drug dealer. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm an assistant manager at a cannabis dispensary up here in Massachusetts, and it's been awesome.
I'm super jelly, and I want to come visit.
You should. I got a spare bedroom.
Allie has her aunt and uncle and 2 of her cousins just moved up there. One works as a entertainment, like the person, like an MCs and music people at weddings. She manages like that company.
Nice.
And the other one is just graduated from MIT and is doing other stuff up there. So we have a reason to come up, and I definitely want to come up and hang out then.
I really appreciate the fact that you said you have a reason to come up just because Allie's family is here. Hello?
No, I have a reason.
Thank you.
Together we have a reason. I don't know where Allie falls on the come visit page spectrum, but I'm clearly on the like 4.
Biggest fan of that. We're best friends. We're like this.
Sure. Is it sad that I don't actually pay attention to who Allie is or is not friends with? Like, it's pretty bad. Yeah.
We'll unpack it later.
Yeah, it's fine. I just realized that if she gets upset and leaves with half my shit, like that's probably taking a quarter of her shit with her, so it's fine.
As long as she doesn't take your fake marathon medal with her, you'll be fine.
You had to bring that shit up, didn't you? You had to just...
Guys, Doug pretends that he ran a marathon once, and he even got a fake medal, like, commissioned, so that it looked authentic. It's a little embarrassing.
Oh, hey, Paige, I just want to let you know, we have a new tradition here. One of our 6 rounds tonight is a 50-50 round that will be timed. If our audience can finish the 50-50 round in the allotted time, we must take either a shot of something or chug something. I will be chugging a Smirnoff Ice Red, White, and Berry. Even better. I brought a straw so I can snorkel it. Is that? Oh, yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I may or may not be sitting right behind or right in front of my bar cart, so.
I keep cutting off 30 seconds from the timer, and they still beat it by 10 seconds every time, so I think they're holding back just to, like, be dicks.
So I should get prepared.
Probably, yes.
Sick.
The other goal I put out for another Red, White, and Berry is our sub goal. If we get 2 subs tonight, or even if people are just resub, they are regulars and they resub, then I will take that down as well.
Oh, yeah.
So, that's that. Any other questions, comments, concerns with trivia tonight. Obviously, this is our super spoopy Halloween theme night.
So spoopy.
So spoopy.
So spoopy.
So there will be prizes for first, second. Actually, let's see. We'll leave it at first and second and see how many people we end with for the end of the night. But with that, I think we jump into it. Our first round is going to be our favorite kind of round. We're going to explain some classic horror movies in a terrible way, or a poorly explained way, if you will. And you have to tell us the movie. First one, pedophile gets mad that he's caught and killed for being a pedophile, so he goes and kills kids, specifically teenagers. Which movie, classic horror movie series am I talking about? This is a free response, so you have to type it in.
Oh, my favorite.
I mean...
Spelling count, though.
What?
Does spelling count?
Spelling does not count as long as you get within the phonetic ballpark. We'll call it that.
I like it.
But yeah, so no one was on earlier, but for those of you who don't know what's going on, Virginia elections, well, we are one of the midterm states, and our current election is between Yesli Vega and Emily Spanberger. Yesli Vega is the Republican candidate, and her whole thing is about like super anti-abortion, super anti-women's rights, which just seems very contradictory being a female.
Ew.
I answered the door in this outfit, holding a Bud Light, and the guy was like, yeah, here's Yesli Vega. I was like, uh-huh. He's like, don't forget to vote. And I was like, sure. I just moved on. He was very much concerned about what was going on in our house tonight.
I'm glad. You know what? I hope he thinks about it all night long.
I hope he does too. Some dude took eyeliner and turned it into eyeshadow because I don't know the fucking difference.
Oh, you could for help. Phone a friend.
I reached out to multiple people, and I look like Jack Sparrow right now, which not to like he had
doing like a walk of shame.
It's called a stride of pride. Thank you.
Oh, pride. Mm-hmm.
Oh, 100%. I will never turn down a gay man hitting on me because that's just someone giving me free money in a currency I don't accept. It's fine. Like, thank you for this free money. I really appreciate it. I can't use it, but thank you. Like, also, have you seen like
coin instead of an American?
I don't know. Like, have you seen current gay men though? They are like hot. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
They are jacked, and like some dude looks like that, says I look good. I ain't gonna say that, you know, how dare you give me a compliment.
Honestly, yeah.
I know.
I love people say how dare you give me a compliment when it's a creepy old white man. At least you don't get those.
So me? No, I get creepy old white man comments too.
Do you? Take that as a compliment.
No.
I don't either.
what they're doing under their trench coat is their business, but I don't want to be a part of it.
That's the spoopiest thing you've said all night.
Oh. Well, the answer is Nightmare on Elm Street. That would be Freddy Krueger, who was a janitor for the school and apparently like killed some kids after diddling them, and so they cornered him in a warehouse and burned it down, and then he was so vengeful he decided to come back and kill kids because reasons. I don't fucking know. But
yeah, that sounds right.
All right, you're up.
All right. You guys ready? We're going to provide you so much information here. Kid can't swim, drowns, decides that horny teens are to blame, continues to kill them.
Oh, but there's a very important part. He continues to kill them till what?
Till he gets to space. My favorite of all of them, honestly.
Really? That's yeah.
Oh, come on. To be quite honest with you, I'm a baby. I do not do the scary movies, so
I cannot do current day scary movies. Like actual like tension, gore, all that stuff. I love watching the originals. But like the first couple of the originals, like the first 3, so like of the big 4, like the first 3 of them are fine because they are so campy and so predictable at this point. It's like, she gonna die, he gonna die, how's it gonna happen? And you kind of laugh at it. And then after that, when it actually gets like intense and like people die and like you can't predict it, I'm like, I'm done. No.
For me, it's the jump scares that do it.
And I think that's part of it too, because the first 3, they set up the jump scare like so, like they start playing the music of the bad guy well before he shows up, and you're like, oh, I wonder what's gonna happen. I will say that I think the best, like, terrible campy movie, 100% has to be Leprechaun.
Oh my god, I just fucking saw that last year.
It's
insane.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
I can't.
It like they definitely went for the cringe factor ahead of the like horror factor.
100%. That was such a weird fucking film.
Like you feel kind of bad. You're like, oh, I didn't need to watch that. Like that was unnecessary.
Mhm.
Like at least when all the other people kill people, like it's just like straight up like that. It's just dead. Like stab, dead, hack, dead, shoot, dead. It's like, oh no, I'm gonna rip your guts out and then like put a tie on you and then like drag you up like a piñata. It's like this seems excessive.
A little bit, yeah. But he can be distracted by shoes. It's fine.
For some, I think he just has a foot fetish. Like that's.
You know what?
I'm 100% gonna kink shame the leprechaun. Like you can be all about, like, you can be a foot dude all day. I don't care. But the moment you start killing people because they won't show you their shoes, like that is a problem.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Witchy woman, we're missing your answer. I'll give you 10 more seconds.
9, 8.
Oh wow, counting.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Apparently not. All right, answer is what?
Friday the 13th.
Jason Voorhees. Did you know that Jason was not actually, or Jason Voorhees himself was not actually in the first movie?
I did know that because the killer was his mom.
Yep.
Look at me. So smart. You're welcome.
I'm looking to you to bounce off stuff tonight, so you better be on point. That's all I'm saying.
On point.
So,
wow. That was good.
A kid is clinically insane, escapes an insane asylum, decides that a Star Trek mask is gonna hide his identity. A little bit of background.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one.
You know what I'm going for here. There we go. I'm actually really proud of this.
Are you?
Yeah. Like, the answers are super obvious, but I'm really proud of, like, the minute, like, the little things I put in there.
Yeah, I like.
Okay, first off, look, can you see Penwaste's answer?
I don't know how to see anyone's answers, TBH.
So under, did you hit ask question?
No, because I didn't want to fuck anything up.
Oh, click on the question we're on. Alright, so you see, like, Penwaste's answer that has accents? That is a Disney movie.
Yeah, like legit. But a good one. I mean, not the right movie, but
Sure. The answer is Halloween, though. Michael Myers' mask is actually a Captain Kirk mask that they just painted white.
Mm-hmm.
All right, all you.
Now I know how to ask the question. Haha! Instead of the babe having the power of voodoo, the killer does, and he wants the kid's body because who knew voodoo could have consequences? Never seen this movie.
I had never seen it in its entirety until about a month ago.
Yeah?
Like
What
I know the quotes from it. I know the general stuff from it. But the moment that so we now have a list of movies we have to watch, that we think are imperative for the other to watch. And this was one of them. And I watched it and I was like, yeah, that's exactly what I thought would happen with David Bowie being a bad guy in a cod piece.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
Oh,
kitty.
look, a visitor.
Fluffy, where
That's
are you?
Pico. Pico de Gato. Right? Y'all, I'm so funny. You're welcome.
What's the
I'm blessed
answer?
tonight. The answer is Child's Play.
Fucking Chucky.
Oh, is that?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Great.
Don't know how to make this one sound any more stupid. Ice-T gets into a fight with a short foreigner in the hood. Bonus points if you can tell me what the specific movie in this franchise is. It's like you can't make it sound good in no way.
But it's not good.
No.
No. Like, the original is bad, and that's just so much worse.
Yeah. You know the point when somebody hits the low point in their career when like this shit comes out and you're like the title star.
Yeah.
I can't blame people for saying scary movie because this sounds like the plot to Scary Movie.
It does.
The answer is it's Leprechaun, and the actual Leprechaun is Leprechaun in the Hood.
Yeah, we gave the answer to you people.
Yeah, that's all you had to say.
All right, ready for the next one?
Go for it.
Great. Maybe we should have all gotten the hint when Kevin Spacey had someone kill someone with a razor dildo. Yep, you heard that right. That's it. That's your clue.
Yeah. Like, how often Kevin Spacey played a bad guy and like a fucked up bad guy and we're like, oh no, like he would never touch someone like that. I'm like, really? Like, you think at some point he would be like, I don't want to take these roles anymore. And instead he's like, I love these roles and I'm going to make my name on them.
Have at it.
I have a... Oof. What's the answer?
Well, the answer here is 7. 7.
Yep.
How exciting. Yeah. Also something I've never seen, but it's fine.
Kevin Spacey plays a serial killer in which he kills people according to the 7 deadly sins. One of them,
okay. Right. That makes sense.
one of them being lust, and he had a prostitute. He strapped down his victim and put a gun to a prostitute's head and had them put a razor dildo on and boink the dude to death.
Jesus Christ.
Don't bring him into this.
Oh. My apologies.
Oh, I'm not religious. That's just the thing I say now. I started saying that when Allie started saying Jesus Christ, and she's Jewish, so I'm like, no, don't bring him into your problems. He's got enough problems as is. So, you know what? Wait. Sorry, you did the last one. Yeah. You know what sounds better than going into an abandoned house? How about one where people intentionally trapped murderous beings and Paris Hilton?
Paris Hilton's great. I'm just going to say it. She's so smart. It's so funny because people don't think she is, but that lady done tricked everyone. She's so fucking rich.
I think a lot of it was just like an act.
You ready? I'm going to connect the dots here, right? So Paris Hilton, her mom is Kathy Hilton, and her sister is Kyle Richards, and Kyle Richards was in the original Halloween.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That's good.
He was in the too that they revamped, and she was really pissed because she had to cut her hair and get bangs again as an adult so that she was recognizable from when she was a kid. Because she's also on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. BT dubs, in case anyone was wondering.
So I typed in the wrong answer. I know the right answer. I typed in the wrong answer as the right answer. So I'm giving everyone credit that the correct answer is House of Wax, not 13 Ghosts. So I originally wrote the answer before I wrote the question. And then I wrote the question and I was like, oh, that's House of Wax, and then forgot to put that in. So,
Mm.
but yeah, House of Wax is the answer. All right, you're up.
All right. For this last one, just gonna explain the plot straight up. The plot. Ha ha! Slip of the tongue.
Haha.
Tell me what bonkers horror movie it is. Ready? The 100 Acre Wood is out for blood.
The 100 Acre Wood.
They sure are.
Seeing this on Facebook just kind of messed me up.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I saw the teaser. I was like, well, there goes my entire childhood. Thank you. Like, how do you... No, it's not okay.
Where do people come up with this shit? You know? Who's sitting in their mom's basement thinking, I got a great idea? And then when they pitch it, someone says, you know what? I'm going to fund that shit.
I want to
Clearly,
know...
something wrong in this world.
I want to know who was hovering over the... what's it called? The copyright, web page with their finger over the button for when this became public domain. To just be like, yeah, mine now. Well, what's the answer?
Well, the answer is Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's culture right there.
Yep. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. All right, so before we're not going to give out the ranks or all that right now, but the next round is our 50-50. You have...
Already?
Yep.
Oh, God.
8 questions. 360 is 6 minutes, right? Yeah. So we're going to give you 4 minutes and...
12 seconds.
Sure, 4 minutes and 12 seconds. So after we read the first question, when we finish reading it, I'll hit ask question. Here we go. So easy peasy 50-50 round. Are these pieces of info a myth or a fact about Halloween? Number 1, people poison kids' candy on a large enough basis that all candy should be checked. Ready? Go.
I mean, I know what my mom's answer is.
What?
That she can give a fuck.
If they die, they die. All right. Answer, that is a myth. Next one. Go ahead.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Halloween origins can be traced back to several religions, including Christianity, but has no roots in Satanism. True or false? Myth or fact?
All right. We got 3 minutes and 30 seconds left.
Y'all, all right. That was a fact.
That's everyone. Yep. All the Christians' All Hallows Eve is part of that. Costumes were originally worn on Halloween to confuse spirits. Fact or myth?
Oh, I hope you have a question in here about jack-o'-lanterns.
I do, actually.
Yes! That's my favorite piece of knowledge.
Oh, wow.
Oh, God.
Wow, another one came back. Answer is it's fact.
Ah.
All right, you're up.
All right. Haha. Pumpkins, or in general, gourds, have always been a part of Halloween traditions. True or false? Myth or fact?
Well, we know we have 7 now, so we have to wait for... Oh, there we go.
All right. Well, that's a myth because the first one was made out of turnips. Fun fact.
Trick-or-treating originated with beggars going door-to-door asking for food, not kids. Myth or fact?
Like, beggars were going around asking for food, not asking for children? That's the way I read that.
No, they were asking for food, not kids. Do you have any children in there I could use? Answer is that's a fact. Oh, man, we got 2 minutes left.
All right. Shelters hold on to their black cats and rabbits for fear that they will be adopted by witches and be tortured around All Hallows Eve. True or false?
Oh, that's everyone.
Oh my God. All right. Well, that is a fact, actually, unfortunately.
All right. Sleepy Hollow is a story based around Halloween. Oh.
Isn't that in New York?
I believe so.
Because what's his face? Whoever wrote it is buried there. Oh, they are done.
Yep, that's a myth. Even though it's got Halloween vibes, it never mentions Halloween.
All right. Trick-or-treating is always considered to happen on October 31st, with the exception of a few small communities. True or false?
Ooh. We have a minute 15 left, and I think this is the last question.
It is.
So, wager...
Take your time. Y'all are good. No rush.
You're 1 minute left. You're fine.
Rush. You're good. Take your time. Think it out. Whoever number 7 is, just think about me.
That's 7. And the answer.
That was a myth.
So, I want to go back and go through like some of these, starting with this one, like the backgrounds.
Yeah.
Large so like parts of New York, Iowa, Ohio, Vermont, New Hampshire, and when we mean parts, we mean big ass parts. Celebrate Beggar's Eve, and normally it's 1 or 2 days before Halloween. Normally the closest weekend, so that's a safer alternative for kids.
Yeah.
So that's a big, like we're not talking a small part of New York, like most of northern New York, most of New Hampshire. Shit, where'd it go? Okay. So going back, so number of kids poisoned by candy is there's only been one case ever. And that was by their own father.
Oh.
Yep.
That'll give you a complex.
So the Christian All Hallows Eve and the Celtic celebration of what is it? Samhain. It's a whatever.
You're right. Yep.
Yeah. It just became commercialized. They combined the two and turned it into there's no roots in Satanism at all. Costumes were originally worn to confuse spirits. That's true, but costumes were originally worn in Christian faith to confuse ghosts and demons. Believed that if you wore a costume, it would confuse bad spirits. All Hallows Eve was actually like the Christian version of Dias de los Muertos, where you're supposed to honor lost souls. But the problem with honoring lost souls is the bad souls also come out and to play, so you're supposed to confuse them so you don't get possessed by dressing as evil spirits. Jack-o'-lanterns originated from a story about Stingy Jack, who was turned away from both heaven and hell and only had a lump of coal in a turnip or gourd to light his way as he wandered. So as a prank, people would light up gourds and pumpkins and turnips and gourds in Ireland to confuse him so that he wouldn't like hurt anybody. And then when the Irish came to America, they wanted to bring that tradition with, but turnips and all that stuff weren't widely popular or grown, but pumpkins were.
Can I just say, if you get a chance, Google what like a jack-o'-lantern turnip looks like.
Yeah, it's not great.
No. That shit's scary.
Yeah.
We need to bring it back.
Yep, that's genuinely terrifying. So that whole like All Hallows Eve being for lost souls, beggars used to go door to door offering to pray for lost souls in exchange for food. So give me a bite of something and I will pray for your lost souls to add like another prayer onto yours already. Because the number of prayers apparently like tipped the scales. So beggars were like, we'll help you tip the scale if you give us some food. And then that turned into current day trick-or-treating. Shelters, well, not widely spread now. The belief that witches tortured cats, black cats, was so pervasive at one point that nearly every shelter would hide these animals till after Halloween. Now what they do is a lot of shelters I've seen will put their black cats and bunnies on display as a like, hey, come to our shelter, but they won't adopt them out until after Halloween as part of like the tradition. And they straight up say that the ones on display are not for adoption until November 1st. And it's just to like hype up the shelter, which is a great idea.
And I will say, some shelters on a random whatever Friday the 13th of any month will actually have their black cats half off. Yeah. So if you want a black cat, Friday the 13th, go get yourself a little kitty.
My first cat, or my only cat, I should say. Well, I guess I have a second cat now, Fluffy. But my first cat was an all-black cat that my sister couldn't decide the name on. And it eventually devolved into, her name turned into Kiki. Because she was originally Midnight. And then when she rolled over, we could see like the nipple spots, which looked white. So she's like, oh no, that cat's Oreo. I'm like, no, it's still an all-black cat. And wouldn't answer to anything until we said kitty kitty. And then she started answering, and that shortened to Kiki, and that became her name.
Oh.
Yeah.
Love it.
So, well, I already talked about that. Trick-or-treating, we already talked about that. So, with that, let's go to our scores. In first place, let's get quizzical with 32.13. Second place, the Blair Witch Bunghole, 21.1. Oh, damn. Third place, the Texas Bunghole Massacre, 21.0. Fourth place, Penway, 17.3. Fifth place, Invasion of the Bunghole Snatchers, 16. Spooky Grim, 6.5. Witchy Woman, 0.5, with just a bad wager in that last round.
That'll do it.
So, I believe you are up.
Sweet.
Yep.
All right. So we're going to have a whole round on classic monsters. For this round, I'll give you a description of a classic movie monster. You tell me which one it is. So first up, this monster has been portrayed as everything from a mindless killer to brooding, romantic anti-heroes to teen heartthrobs who sparkle. And if that doesn't give it away to you, we had very different childhoods.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
What's the answer?
Well, the answer is Edward Cullen. Just kidding. It's vampires. Guys, it's vampires. It's Twilight. I don't know if everyone got that or not. Sparkly vampires.
I've probably told this story before, but my girlfriend back in college when Twilight was first coming out, that's how old I am. I made fun of Twilight so much off of like the pop culture, like, oh, it's just like a horny teen romance, which let's be real, it is. Like, and she threw down the gauntlet and said, you're not allowed to make fun of it until you read it. I was like, fair enough, I'll read it and make fun of it the whole time. I got through 7 chapters. Do you know how I know it was 7 chapters? Because the first line of chapter 7 is, his skin sparkled like diamonds embedded into his skin, reflecting the sunlight. And I'm like, yeah, I'm done.
Fair.
I'm like, I think I can make fun of this shit off of 7 chapters. Well, 6 chapters in 1 sentence. So, often the victims of thieves, this monster stalks those who disturb their eternal slumber. Ooh. Oh, did you know that they opened a brewery next to Bunnyman Bridge now called Bunnyman Brewery?
No, but I went a couple years ago and I scared myself, so haha.
It's terrifying. When you come down to visit, you have to go there though. They have really good beer.
Oh, to the brewery. I thought you meant to the bridge. No, I'm thank you.
No, Bunnyman Brewery's really good. But they're small, but they know their audience. It's a very, I would say, almost like a metal environment. Like, okay, not horror, but
we have a bar like that up here called Ralph's Diner. They open at 4 p.m., so they are most definitely not a diner.
Nope. The answer is that's a mummy.
I will say, my absolute favorite exhibit's at the Natural History Museum.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Most of the tombs that they show are just fantastic.
Yeah, honestly. All right. This monster haunts places or objects as they usually have unfinished business.
I just realized we didn't do something.
I realized a long time ago that we didn't do something, but I was not going to be the fucking one to say it.
Oh, I said it. So, do you have your shot ready?
I will in just a second.
This is for your reward for your 50-50 round, everybody. Also, this is only recyclable in Connecticut, Vermont, Massachusetts, Iowa, Maine, New York, Hawaii, Michigan, or Oregon.
Doug, I'm just gonna go out on a limb here and say no one fucking cares.
Yeah, probably. they want what they want. Kenny,
I
we're
have-
already gonna get dehydrated. You don't have to spend points on it. All right. Here's to you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh. Ooh, oh, I did not taste good with my beer. Ugh.
Ugh.
Are you people happy?
Are you not entertained? Ugh.
Yep.
What was the answer?
Oh yeah. The answer is spooky, scary ghosts. So fun fact, I work at a dispensary. We already knew that, but they're going to have a whole like grow operation and manufacturing, and so right now nothing's built out. So the manufacturing is just like this big empty warehouse, but I have to check it at night to make sure no one's locked in there. So every night I unlock the door and I say goodnight to my little ghost friends because I swear they're in there.
Oh, have I ever told you about the haunted office I used to work in?
No?
Oh, so my second job ever, the office that we had used to be an old doctor's office. And we're convinced some people died in there. So I used to be... There used to be some like desk space for if you go in to do your notes or your monthly reports or whatever. And me being the person that I am, I would put off to the last minute, and I'd go in there at like 8 o'clock at night and start like typing it up and whatnot because I'd do it on the network.
Mm-hmm.
And there was this door, so you had to go essentially into like the receptionist like blocked off area that had the sliding windows to talk to people and whatnot. There was a door right in front of it. And every time I was there, that door would just slam. Not like, oh, the air turned on, difference of air pressure slowly closed. Just slam. But the air wouldn't have turned on. So from that point on, like the first time that happened, when I walked in there when no one was in, I would walk the whole office and be like, hey guys, how's it going? Good to see ya. Like, I hope you all doing well. There were several supervisors who had offices in there who would show up to their entire like bookshelf cleared out. Like just pushed off. But we had an alarm system to get in, and there would be no record of anyone coming in, going out, putting the code in, or anything. So we're like, that place was 100% haunted. And I tried to make friends with them, and just like randomly would come in and be like, hey guys, like I would try to talk to them and stuff, and every once in a while like a door would close or something, and I'd be like, oh, hey man. So I named them Max and Ellie. So Max was the one who always shut doors, and Ellie was the one who always like shuffled stuff around. So if like you found something disturbed, it'd be like, oh, Ellie, come on. If a door closed, they're like, what's going on, Max?
That's adorable.
But terrifying as shit.
Sure.
Yeah. Anyway. I think Europe?
No, I just said.
Oh yeah, you're right. So this monster was originally a scientist who, in his experimentation, causes a peculiar reaction unto himself. After an initial flirtation with curing his strange affliction, he goes mad with power and embarks on a spree of murder and terrorism.
Terrorism.
Terrorism. I didn't hit the ask question button. That would definitely help.
Or I tried to.
I tried to, and it didn't.
Why?
Really? Why is this being... Try to ask the next question. It's not asking at all.
Oh, it just keeps saying nothing. It just keeps going back to normal. What did you do? You know what? I blame it on the shot and the chugging. Honestly, you people should be ashamed of yourselves. Look what you've gotten us into.
I mean, it's not my fault. Triv Now's not even working.
Oh, there we go.
You're on your own because Trib now is refreshing and it's not working on my end.
Oh, all right, that's fine.
I'm gonna be right back. So 2 seconds. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, guys, it's just you and me. And I can't see the chat that Doug looks at, so I have no idea what the fuck anyone is saying. Airplane food, am I right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm waiting on a couple more answers. All right, and the answer there was the Invisible Man. All right, your next monster appears as something completely harmless, but tends to absorb its victims in order to feed. Get it? Yeah, absorb. That's a hint, in case you all were wondering. Absorb. That's why it's in quotes. Just in case anyone's new here. We do love to give the answer away, and then make fun of you if you're stupid and you don't get it.
Paige, look at Twitch.
I don't know how to look at Twitch.
It's
how to look at Twitch? That's Discord. I don't know how to look at Twitch.
Go to twitch.tv
Oh my god.
/ drink and think trivia. That your typing face?
Yeah, I'm one too many shots in for this.
So one is one too many?
Yeah. All right, what am I looking at now?
I don't know.
That I'm here.
Yeah, Paige, exactly what he said. Just listen.
Just listen to it. Are they being really mean on here and I just haven't seen it yet? Does everyone hate me? Guys. No. I'm too much of a people pleaser. I need everyone to love me.
Dehydrate me. Okay, cool. What's the answer?
Hang on. Now I got too many tabs open. The answer is the blob. Because you know we said absorb. Get it? Because this is the blob. You just. You know what I love?
Paige, you need dehydrate too.
Oh dear God.
I am now jumping into No Baxies Hefeweizen. You can't really see it. No Baxies Hefeweizen by Aslan Brewing Company.
Oh, Aslan's really good.
What's the answer?
We already did it. It was the blob.
This monster usually exists under certain conditions, as usually caused by a curse or affliction. What a great upgrade from Smirnoff Ice. It's not an upgrade, it's in a different category.
Man, I love that everyone roasts you. I love that it doesn't stop with me.
This has been going on since I've been like 6, so you guys can't hurt me. I'm dead inside already.
Okay. Doug, do you see a therapist?
Yeah, I do, actually.
Okay, never mind. I was gonna give you so much shit if you didn't.
Mostly we talk about how my dad's fucked me up to this point, so... Well,
my dad's dead, so...
I not gonna lie, I think I would prefer that.
Oh, well, you know.
Is it bad, like, to throw my emotional garbage out there, but, so my dad's office was hit during 9/11 in the Pentagon. He lost, like, 75% of his staff. Is it sad sometimes I wish that he hadn't gone into work late?
No, but you should probably... Have you told your therapist that?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
All right, as long as you're working through it, then you're good. You know?
At least he would have died a hero, not an asshole. Like...
Doug, what's the answer? Let's just keep it...
Answer's werewolf.
Yes, it is.
You're up.
Yes, it is.
Now the question is, am I telling the truth or just trying to fuck with people?
Well, they've met you, so there's some kind of childhood trauma there.
Oh,
We
there's
just don't know.
tons of
Yet.
childhood trauma. But ask the
Like,
question.
trauma. I already asked the question. The monster is typically portrayed due to man's innate fear of evil. You use a lot of quotation marks.
I didn't write this one.
Has been used to explain people's murderous behavior. Speaking of, Doug.
What do you mean my murderous behavior? I have never murdered anybody yet.
Not yet, that's what I'm saying. Look, here's the thing. I would help. I'm just going to put it out there. I really would.
I mean, if I have to hide a body, I'll let you know time and place.
Watch that new season of Unsolved Mysteries. You'll get some really good ideas.
Can we talk about, okay, can we talk about how Unsolved Mysteries fucked up like an entire generation of kids? Like the original Unsolved Mysteries, where the guy would talk about like, this man blew up several homes with no relation to any, like, didn't know any of them. And
oh my god, that's the worst fear. Like the DC sniper.
Oh yeah.
They just chose people at random. Dude, that shit fucks with me.
Oh yeah. No, I remember in middle school they canceled all extracurricular activities and told us that we were supposed to dodge and weave to the buses.
Yes, dude, so fucking scary.
Like, I get they can't just like cancel and say like, oh, by the way, we don't know if you're gonna die or not, so like, oops. But I mean, now it's just like, I think if the DC sniper showed up now, they'd be like, oh, it's just a normal day. Like, we know that, oh man, some kids are gonna get shot, my bad. I just, if I'm not gonna get on that soapbox, but fuck the government. Like, currently you have dead kids at your feet and you didn't do shit and are still doing shit, so go fuck yourself. Moving on.
The night of lighthearted trivia.
Answer is demons, just like the ones that are possessing Mitch McConnell.
Yeah. All right. Your next monster, often portrayed as being with an unhealthy obsession with bovines. Guys, this question is made for me. This monster typically has extraordinary intelligence and wants to conquer the human race.
It's pretty...
I would also like to conquer the human race, honestly. I think I'd be really good at it. Like, I'm spunky enough. I could be a world leader.
I mean, I already have a plan to conquer it. I would start in Africa.
Are you going to use murderous behavior and blame it on...
demons, yeah, exactly. Demons. No, so I would convince a couple African warlords to join my cause. I would use that to build up an army, take over the rest of Africa.
Okay.
Push my way through. Push my way into South America from there. I wouldn't go after the Middle East though, because they still have America backing, so I wouldn't do that.
Doing is explaining your strategy in the board game Risk.
Oh no. You can't get from Africa to South America in Risk.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
Are you sure?
Positive.
You would know. I trust you.
So from there I would move, I would pull a Daenerys and I would put my armies on ships for the first time. I would push up through South America, through all the countries that America doesn't give a shit about, like the US doesn't give a shit about. From there I would consolidate my wins. I would move to Australia. From there, push my way up through Southeast Asia and just keep moving from there. I would aim for India first, and then so I'm assuming that if I conquer them, I will like get the numbers in army. Obviously that's not how it works, but if
Did you want to think about this, or
nah, but it's fine. So we're assuming I'm assuming I can conscript people from all of these countries. If I can get India, I get the rest of the world. I go from India to China, China to Russia, Russia to America, rolling through the EU in the process.
I start in Australia when I play the game. Because there's only one way in and one way out, bitches.
And you put all your troops right on that line. Like, come get my 21 troops.
BT dubs, because they, suck up little cows in fields. That's what they're known for. Get it?
Aliens.
Bovine.
Have you seen, what's that?
Anything ever in my life. I actually don't even have eyes.
Resident Alien. Have you seen that show?
Oh.
So
why would I have seen that show?
So it's Alan Tudyk plays an alien who has crash landed on Earth, strangles a doctor out in the middle of nowhere and takes his place. Unfortunately, the doctor is like super well known, so he kind of has to like fulfill that role because he's like the number one.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I've seen commercials for this.
It's hysterical.
Okay, I might actually watch it.
Although the first episode is really like dark because they have to like put the murder in there and all that stuff. But after that, it gets he's doing a what's it called when you cut open a body to find out cause of death?
Autopsy.
Yeah, he's doing an autopsy and he pulls the brain out and he's like, "Oh my gosh, this is amazing! Do you guys get to do this every day?" And like gets super excited about it. It's fantastic.
Well, guess what, guys? We're moving on to a new category.
Yep. Discontinued candies. In this round, we're going to look at those sweet goodies that you can't get your hands on anymore. While we still have this colorful joy today in 2004, not the 90s, they turned what candy into its bubblegum form? So this bubblegum form is no longer in production, but its base form still continues to today.
Candy itself is still in existence, but the bubblegum form is not.
Correct.
What you're saying.
Yes.
All right. I kind of wish it was, looking at the answer.
Yeah.
And also, assorted flavors of? Yeah, I could get behind. But you know what? No green. It's not for me.
That's
my least favorite.
yellow. Yeah, so yellow in any candy color I cannot handle.
Runts bananas.
Nope. Especially the Runts bananas.
No! They're so good. I used to get them at the bowling alley when I was a kid.
No, the Runts bananas are the absolute worst.
Well, you're the absolute worst, so
I know I am, but the answer is Skittles. Skittles bubblegum existed in the 90s, then was discontinued in 2004.
Wah, wah. All right. The Wonka Candy Company brought us many different joys, even though they were no longer a company. Which of these Wonka products is no longer being made today?
Okay, I want to... Joe Giles brings up lemon warheads, though. Warheads are on a different level that they do not have... There are two ways to eat warheads.
Mm-hmm.
You just pop it in and you suffer. Or you wash off the sour and you eat the actual candy.
I don't need you to come for me like that.
No, I did it all the time.
I believe you did. I believe you did.
But that even today, like I can handle the hottest hot sauces and most of the other like bullshit stuff people put you through. But warheads are still that thing. Like I try and I'm like, no, it has no flavor. It's just sour.
No. But that's the thing is I love sour is the other thing. Like I like to drink a sour beer and let it get warm so it's extra sour. Oh, that's the face everyone makes. A warm sour beer. Oh my gosh, it's my love language.
I got one for you. The now current band director, but back then assistant band director of the marching band when I was in college. We inducted her so that she could be our sponsor or be our like the head of our program or whatever. And as a celebration, after we inducted her, we took her to a bar and we're like, hey, get whatever you want to eat or drink. And she's like, well, I'm not really hungry. You guys want to do Irish car bombs? And we're like, fuck yeah. Like the two of us that took her out were 21 and 22 respectively. And we're like, fuck yeah. So we drop our bombs and chug them, and she drops it and just sits there. And we're like, you monster, you're wasting beer. And she's like, no, it's fine. She sat there and sat there and sat there, drank the beer, and then took her finger and the curdle, she like fingered out and ate. And I was like, ugh. Apparently that's a Midwestern thing where they absolutely love that shit. I'm looking at you, Fafros.
I feel like the Midwest is a scary place.
It is.
Like, it doesn't get enough credit for being as fucking weird as it is.
Can we also talk about how inhospitable it is? Like,
Oh, I've never been. Well, I went to Ohio. Is that the Midwest?
No.
Ohio?
Well, yeah, technically yes, but I'm talking like Illinois up. They have to set their train tracks on fire to be able to move around. Oh yeah, no, it gets so cold they have to set their train tracks on fire that the trains can move around.
I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna hard pass on that. You know what else I'm gonna do? End this question and release the scores. The answer was Wonka bars. You're welcome, everyone.
Can we talk about how Charlie's grandpa was bedridden for how many years, then just decided, oh, golden ticket, I'm gonna get up now.
It's a miracle. So how about you chill?
It was not a miracle. It was greed.
Yes, Doug. It was a miracle.
Sponsored by Bart Simpson, what was the name of the modified Butterfinger brought to the U.S. in 1992?
Guys, I wasn't even born in 1992.
That's sad.
It is not sad. It's great. I'm youthful. I just spit a little.
I saw that from here. Are you regurgitating and chewing your cud or something?
Just gonna reel that right back in. We're gonna rewind. Yeah. You can't make me take shots on the internet, Doug.
Yeah, I can.
That's what happened.
Correction. I can't make you do anything. You chose to. I told you of the tradition, and you chose to.
I really easily give into peer pressure. So
there was
I
no
would
peer
like
pressure. There was literally no peer pressure. I said we have a tradition.
I feel like what you said was, Paige, you have to do this or else I'm not going to be your friend anymore. That's what I heard.
At no point did I threaten our friendship with that.
You did.
You could come onto this I was going to say show. You could come on this stream and be sober the entire time and it would not change anything.
Here's the thing. We're going to do drunk Paige tonight. We'll do high Paige another night. Totally different vibe. It'll be really fun. You all should come back and join us.
When do we get twisted, Paige?
What is that?
When you get high and then drink?
Oh, I feel totally sober when I do both. It's like not any fun.
The answer is BBs. They replaced BBs with bites, but instead of like little round balls, they made like small squares or whatever. But they were made in 2009. They turned into cups in 2014 and turned into snackers in 2010. But they have been BBs have been discontinued since then.
Well, dots aren't known for being more than squishy goodness. I'm going to argue with that. But at one point, they were made in the form of what Halloween creature that is no longer available? So dots still exist, but they used to take a cute little shape, which was what? Are you listening to something other than me? Am I boring you?
I know I heard like popping like fireworks and it was in consecutive
You to focus.
So
all right, get with the program, buddy.
Sorry. What's the answer?
Well, 7 out of 7. The answer is ghosts. Because they already look like ghosts. You just got to do the squiggly little bottom.
Yeah, it's like
those.
It's like Pac-Man ghosts.
So cute. Yes. I'm on board.
Actually, why didn't they ever have a crossover with that? Like, there are plenty of other ones that do like Mountain Dew does crossovers with fucking Call of Duty all the goddamn time. So why couldn't like Dots do it with Pac-Man?
I think you missed your calling in marketing.
I think I did too, but because like in marketing, I can at least stay behind the curtain. It's like, no, don't look at me. I am great at announcing, presenting, and coming up with ideas. I am horrible at interacting on a large scale.
And yet, here you are.
But see, this is interacting on a small scale though. It's just you and me. I can pretend like when Lucas is here or you're here, it's a conversation between you and I. Like the chat is a separate being that I can respond to. It's not a other person.
Here's the thing, chat. I value you. All right. I recognize, I see you all as people. All right. I'm so sorry that Doug here does not. I apologize on behalf of him.
I have interacted with, I would say 75% of the people in chat on a personal level.
Unfortunate for them. I'm so sorry.
Mama Favreau ate shit twice when we were at Rocket Frog, so... So we were playing Throw Burrito, the beach edition. Yeah.
We played that once when I was there. That shit was fun. Someone was gonna hit a curb though.
Oh yeah, no. Mama Favreau hit that curve twice.
Oh, Mama. No.
Yeah. Maverick, on the other hand, was crushing it, like just fucking sniping people and shit. Like she is deadly to this day. Like, we had a we had a conversation the other day of who was the best faff, and the argument was boiled down to Mama, Maverick, and Kinney. And even the Fafros were like, yeah, it's Maverick. Like, let's be real. She's the one who's like carrying this group. Fair enough.
Am I the next question, or are you?
I think I am. No. It is me. Yeah. Hershey took one of their most famous candies, shrunk it, turned it into a gay pride flag. What candy did they transform in 2005?
Hey.
Oh yeah, can we talk about how Ben was one of our original OG back when we were in my living room? Like, do you remember the three of us sitting in my living room with the cameras?
Ben?
No. Ben was one of the people who joined back then.
Oh.
And played, and then stuck around.
Yeah. I was talking about this the other day when COVID first hit and all of us would just kind of like get together. Trivia took forever then because we would all just not shut the fuck up.
Oh, it'd be a 2.5, 3 hour fucking stream.
And how much I miss him. I love Brian. I hope he's well.
He's doing good.
Good.
It's so fucking weird seeing his kids on Facebook because, like, after a certain point, he didn't like have time for any involvement in trivia at all. And so I've kind of seen his kids, because every time he's like, oh, we should hang out. Like, I'm free on Thursday or Friday or Monday. And I'm like, I work until like 9 p.m. Like, I can't meet. I'm sorry. And I keep trying, like, every time we try to meet up, it's always like, oh, I work until whatever. It sucks. We met up last Tuesday, for like the first time in like a year. It was really cool. But like seeing what I remember as a newborn child with a birth defect, now like cheerleading for Little League Soccer.
No freaking way.
Walking the whole 9 yards. Like, it's weird.
It's not weird. It's great. Anyway, the answer to the question is kisses.
It's kisses. They were called kissables.
I'm very kissable. Don't answer that.
Moving on. I do not know if my fiance is watching or not, so I'm gonna keep my mouth fucking shut.
Look, Allie's beautiful. She's kissable also.
Yeah, I'm well aware. I do it every night.
You do. You better do it every goddamn night.
I do. And every day. Every morning.
What a sweetie.
Yeah. We both make a point that if we are leaving before the other one, that we give them a kiss. If like, so like her first client was like 9 this morning. Mine was at 12. She woke me up, just give me a kiss, goodbye, and I do the same thing to her.
I love.
But you're up.
I'm up. I just did the kisses.
No, I did the kisses. You answered it for me.
Anyway, that sounds about right. What candy decided it was a good idea to take the leftover waste in 1990? Again, I still wasn't born. Forming the original candy's shape and sell it because money. They took the leftovers and put it in the regular shape. Is that how this question is worded? They just took all the extra little bits and like threw that shit all together.
Oh, Oh, no. So, do you see the notes?
No.
It's a,
Oh, ha 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 ha. Guys, I just had to keep reading.
so the leftovers are what they still sell. It's the original that is no longer sold.
No way. Oh, I'm learning so much tonight. This is why I host yeah.
I like the end, like that little dot dot dot.
Yeah, honestly. Dude, this is why I'm on this end of trivia, because I'm secretly kind of an idiot. Oh shit! Went to trivia all the time and I was so terrible at it. And then one night Brian was like, "Who wants to host?" And I said, "I got a loud ass mouth. Me."
And you've been doing great ever since.
Yes. Yeah, we're besties. Say it, Doug. Say we're best friends.
We're best friends.
Thank you.
I never thought that was in question. That's why I didn't say it.
Oh, my heart can't take it. It's gonna explode.
What's the answer?
Well, the answer is lifesavers, which is it's very weird. So they took their centers out and called them lifesaver holes, like a real shitty version of a Tic Tac. That's what the notes say.
Yep. And
that sounds terrible.
Yeah, so they got rid of lifesaver holes, and just lifesavers are still. Do you know how many times going to church, like when I was young and had no fucking choice in the matter, that they would do the fucking shitty skit where someone would like hand them a candy and they'd be like, "Oh, you're such a lifesaver," but no, Jesus or God is the only lifesaver there is. Like, shut the fuck up, nobody cares.
How loud can I roll my eyes? That's the question.
I think if I could roll my eyes hard enough, it would be louder than like a Boeing 747 on takeoff.
Y'all and these goddamn plane questions, I can't.
Now, 747 is like literally like every plane you've ever flown everywhere in is just like either a 747 or a DC-10. Those are the only two. But it's
guys, you want to talk about me? You ready? This is not trivia.
You've never flown.
Incorrect. The very first time I was ever in a plane was when I went skydiving.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, the very first, I'd never flown a day in my life. I never had anywhere to go. So the very first time I ever got in a plane was the day I went skydiving. And we got up there and I said, "Fuck, this is high." And the goddamn pilot said, "All right, we're halfway up our ascent." I was, oh no. Oh, I was glad I was strapped onto a man because he had to push me out. That was a lot.
So the first time you're ever in a plane, in a perfectly good flying plane, you jumped out of it. The first time.
The very first time.
Oh, okay. Actually, if I'm looking back at that, I used to fly very regularly because like my family is spread all over the U.S. So we'd fly like literally everywhere. Looking back, now that I've been in planes that have gone so high, I can see the curvature of the earth. And doing that, now like the thought of like jumping out of a plane, no, don't get me wrong, I would fucking do it in a heartbeat. But like the thought of like going from that down, I'm like, oh, that might be a little dangerous.
It's not quite so high, but you should go. It really is. I hate to say it. I hate to be one of those people, but I am one of those people. That shit is life-changing. It really is.
I really want to do it, but
let's go. I'll be in Virginia in less than 2 weeks. Let's get it on the books.
I have wedding planning like every weekend from now until forever.
Well, I'll be there during the week. Good for you.
Anyway, Twix has started the war between sides. Well, we all know right is the correct side. No, bullshit. Left is the correct Twix side.
Which side has more caramel? I don't know the answer. I'm going to Google it for all of us.
But back in 1990, Twix came out with a special blend of flavors. What was it? And I'm so upset they don't do this anymore. I remember these vividly, and I'm so sad.
Is it like Kit Kats?
No.
Well, they have all the flavors, is what I mean?
Oh, yeah, they have a bunch of flavors.
No. The left Twix has more caramel. That's my favorite.
Does it?
Mm-hmm.
Like, are we talking like for real? Like, if I pick up a left Twix,
Legitimately, yes. The left Twix has more caramel, the right Twix has more cookie. You didn't know that?
No, I did not. Damn.
You learned something today. You're welcome.
See, I watch all the commercials and they're like they say the same fucking thing. Like, oh, it's the same thing. But if there's more caramel in the left one, I'm gonna get left only Twix. Like,
yeah. So I'm telling you,
caramel's better than cookie. Damn it. Answer is cookies and cream. They discontinued that flavor.
Which is kind of a bummer because that sounds amazing.
All right.
Like honestly. All right, moving on.
So forget the first part of that. Start at candystore.com.
All right, starting at candystore.com. Candystore.com surveyed 15,000 people and put out its updated least for the worst. Something's not grammatically correct here. Halloween candy out there. In my opinion, it's a 50-50, but Doug would only go one way on this answer. Doug, what entertaining candy has been crowned as the worst candy? And let me stress this. What entertaining candy has been crowned as the worst? And they are the worst. Do you agree? Is this your pick? Yeah, no. You're right.
Yeah.
This is terrible.
No. So my problem is both of them are bullshit. Both of them suck. Like the 50-50, look at the notes.
Notes to see the other one.
Yeah, no, both of them suck. They both should die in a fire.
I agree. Can I tell you? I'm a little drunk on the internet, so I'm going to tell you. My soon-to-be ex-husband, obsessed with the second one. That should have been red flag number 1. You know?
Oh no. You want to know serial killer behavior? I dated a girl who would only eat the top third, like the white color. That's the only part she would eat. That is serial killer behavior.
Anyway, the answer for the worst candy is circus peanuts. And if y'all don't remember, those like mushy little marshmallowy orange,
They're like
the second worst, candy corn. Fuck a candy corn, man. Oh my god, so gross.
Yeah. Like, circus peanuts were like Peeps without the sugar.
When's the last time you had a Peep?
A decade, maybe?
They're not what you remember. Don't ever eat one again. Because I want you to have that happy little memory, but I tell you what, as an adult, not as good.
Oh no, like I remember biting into them and them being like gritty, but the grit all being sugar, and that's all I remember. Like they didn't have a taste to them; they're just sugar.
In my mind's eye, I fucking love Peeps. I had one last Easter, and it was gross. I was really disappointed. So don't ruin that for yourself. Never have a Peep again.
And our leaderboard in first place, we have Blair Witch Bunghole with 61.18. Let's Get Quizzical with 59.01. Invasion of the Bunghole Snatchers just sounds like a porn. 55.25. The Texas Bunghole Mask, again a porn, 54.93. Spooky Grim, 35.0. And Witchy Woman with 21.19.
Have you ever thought that to yourself?
But that sounds like a porn. I think about that all the time.
Okay, well.
Title of your porn tape.
That was my nickname back in college, right? That's my favorite joke. I think I might steal this one. It's a good name for a porn.
Hold on. Title of your porn tape was the joke when you were in high school?
No. All of these like funny little things, that's my go-to joke is like, oh, that was my nickname back in college, right? That's my joke. But I might steal this one and say, it's a great name for a porn tape. I feel like that's a good transition. Right. It's solid.
So the actual title of your sex tape, it's from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Well, here's the thing. I've never seen it.
Yeah.
So
it's what's his name? Andy. It's Andy Samberg being the lead detective, but every time that like someone says something vaguely sexual, he's like, "Title of your sex tape."
Haha.
And then if someone says, like, if someone follows it up with also something sexual, he's like, "Hey, we found the sequel to their sex tape."
It's like a That's What She Said, except on steroids.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Maybe on steroids.
I mean, if Andy Samberg's going to be known for anything, that would be it.
Being on steroids?
No, the sex jokes, but yeah,
It was a joke, Doug.
it was bad.
Yep.
Ask the question.
Okay. So, in this round, based on the headline, can you tell me the serial killer? Right? Do we get it? We're going to give you the headline. You're going to tell me who was the serial killer that they were talking about, right? The horror in Whitechapel grows blank butchers 2 more women.
It should be grows, comma.
Well, that says blank in parentheses.
So it should be the horror in Whitechapel grows, comma, blank, butchers 2 more women.
I don't think I understand how news articles work. Anyway.
No, like the comma.
Yeah, comma blank.
Yeah, no. Andy Samberg is known for Lonely Island, but I'm saying Andy Samberg's character in Brooklyn Nine-Nine is known for title of your sex tape, and also loving Amy Santiago.
That's what you.
Because their love is pure, and I strive for their love life every day.
Okay.
You need to watch it because it's one of those she's the type she's the type A and he's a slob and they make it work.
Cute.
Which is exactly how my and Allie's yeah.
You're just a slob who pretends he runs marathons. It's fine. Little pathological liar moment. It's fine. It's fine.
Ooh. I have a new calendar that I really wanted to show you, and I think you're really gonna appreciate it.
I'm listening.
It's called Effin' Birds.
Okay.
So
is that it? Is that you're gonna show me it?
No, but I'm gonna show you some of them. So just a day is when did I stop giving a fuck? This is definitely horseshit.
Oh, yeah.
At least let me get some coffee before you start in with your horseshit.
I would like for you to send me one of those for my Christmas present.
Okay.
I'd like for that to be my bonus this year in our company.
That's fair. That's fair.
Well, the answer here was Jack the Ripper, in case anyone was wondering. But in case anyone was wondering about bird calendars, Doug is the expert.
Dude, effing bird. So one of my exes that I'm still Snapchat friends with sends me their daily effing bird calendar. This is amazing.
You're Snapchat friends with your ex?
Only one of them.
But you're Snapchat friends?
I mean, we're also Facebook and IG friends and all that.
Okay, all right, that's fine. To say I'm still friends with her is one thing. To say I'm still Snapchat friends with her, that's some sketchy behavior, sir. That's red flags all around.
Yeah, she's about as conservative as they come, so it's not like she's
No, thank you.
showing titties or anything. But
so
the cannibal, face of a madman who killed 17 and ate them. I mean, you'd know all about titty pics, wouldn't you?
Unfortunately. Thank you very much. Doug and I had a very interesting conversation before we started this here trivia game, which may or may not have included said topic.
But to discern, not Paige's titty pics, someone else's titty pics to
on the
Paige.
Receiving end. Thank you very much. On the receiving end. Unsolicited also, and I'm just gonna say it. I love men, I love women. Unsolicited pics, whether titties or dicks, not okay. Just not okay. I'm sorry.
You need to make a rap about that because that rhymed really well.
Thank you. I was really proud of that, actually. I'm glad you noticed.
I need to know though, as a female, which is worse though? Yeah.
Here's the thing: women's titties, beautiful little creatures. Even unsolicited, still beautiful, still not okay. But I'm sorry, penises just aren't that pretty. I don't care what the sculptors of BC 2050 have to say about it. All right, I don't know.
There's no such thing as a beautiful penis. I don't care No, no, I don't care how you shave, sculpt, how big you are, all that kind of stuff. The male figure. If you were to show me a statue of a male, a statue of a female, of average, like we're talking like fives, on the scale, a statue of either of them, the female statue will always 100% be more attractive than the male, whether
Huh.
from an artistic standpoint, not from a who you're sexually attracted to. I think the female figure is
That
more.
makes- I'm telling you, you're right.
Not like just in general. Like I'm not even from like a sexual standpoint. The female figure is more attractive than the male figure is on an average. Like if you take a 10 versus a 10, like the female 10 is better than a male 10.
100%. I agree. Look, we are on the same page, you and I. Same brain waves. That's unfortunate for probably one of us, but I don't know which one yet.
Probably you, but
Probably.
the answer is Jeffrey Dahmer.
Also, what the hell is that gift that you put on there? I've been staring at that. That makes me uncomfortable.
Which one did I?
It's like cereal and mouth, and the guy.
Oh.
It's not. I don't love it. Never look at Frosted Flakes the same way again.
So I didn't put the gifts in for this one, but I was just like, what gifts should we put in for a serial killer that don't give away? I'm like, just put like people eating cereal. It's fine.
Eating cereal. That's so gross. Anyway, moving right along. 4 more bodies found at home of clown. I just watched this documentary recently. You there?
Yeah,
Am
I'm
I
here.
frozen?
No,
Whoa.
you're good.
Oh my god. All right. That
Yeah, I can just.
Are you doing it again? You
Yes.
can't fuck with me, bro. You can't fuck with me like that. That's so mean.
It wasn't
Nah.
even that. It wasn't even that good at like a freeze frame. I was still like shaking and shit.
Here's the thing. You can't allow me to take shots on the internet anymore. Anymore.
What do you mean
No more.
allow? There's no allow. What's the answer?
The answer is John Wayne Gacy. And can I just say, in defense of clowns, I
No.
love them.
No.
I-
No fucking. No. There's no fucking defensive clowns. No.
Here's the-
Fuck them.
Doug, you gonna interrupt a woman?
Yes.
That's not.
Yes, I am.
domestic
Because fuck clowns, left, right, and center.
Anyway, so for all of our 5th birthdays, number 5, my mom would get us each a clown for our 5th birthdays. I fell in love with mine, not in a weird, creepy way, but just I loved the theatrics of it all because have you met me? Duh. I legitimately, this close, considered going to clown college. I learned how to face paint and make balloon animals in high school because I was like actually committed to this. And I think I kind of regret it. I regret not doing it.
I dated a girl whose grandmother was a legitimate like clown. Like was part of Ringling Brothers when she was younger as a clown.
Do they still exist? No, right?
No.
Well, is it because of the animal abuse?
Yeah.
Yikes.
I also I counted people right for John Wayne Gacy who spelled it wrong. You're fine. So the house which blank planned himself in Chicago turns out to be Castle of Murder.
Oh, is the blank because that's their name?
Correct.
Okay.
I need to. Do I have? Ooh, I can weaponize this. Hold on a second.
Did you say weaponize?
Yes.
Doug, I have concerns.
So I have unlimited points for Twitch,
Mm-hmm.
and I can. It's not opening anywhere. I can manage the rewards.
Mm-hmm.
It's not letting me though. Why is it not?
Probably because it seems like you're trying to abuse your power.
I was gonna make Kenny be able to take stuff.
What? Say more words. I don't understand what you just said.
So Kenny is the one who keeps making us drink.
Oh.
And so I wanted to turn my powers of, instead of making us able to drink, I can spend my unlimited powers to make Kenny drink. But
It's straight drunk. I love it. Well, they're probably not strangers to you.
Kenny is sister to Ben.
Oh, fantastic. Hi, Kenny. I don't think I've ever met Ben.
Oh, that's right. You weren't here. You already moved up to fucking
Massachusetts.
dehydrate.
Yeah.
Both of us. Fafro redeemed dehydrate Doug. Fafro redeemed Paige dehydrate.
That's kind of rude.
The answer is H.H. Holmes.
Can I be completely transparent here?
I don't know who the fuck that is.
I don't know who that is either. Oh my god, people, please help us out. Is there a Netflix documentary?
All hosts dehydrate.
This is not very kind.
Also, Fafro making himself drink. That's interesting. Yep.
Oh my god. I'm about to lose my ability to read. Blank, which I now know means that was their name. Handsome face with monster inside. Slays co-eds. Can I just say, not the real person, the actor?
Spot on.
Number 1 on my hall pass list.
Really?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Ooh. Can you guess who's number 1 on my hall pass?
I don't know.
I will give you a hint. I'll give you a hint. They're probably on your hall pass as well.
My gut instinct says whoever that redheaded chick was in Easy A. Oh. She's on my hall pass list. Margot Robbie.
Nope.
Now I'm just giving myself away.
I mean, those are both on my hall pass list, but I'm talking about number 1.
Is it Fergie?
No.
Who is it? Tell me.
Ryan Reynolds.
Oh. I went a completely different direction. I thought you were being serious.
Oh, no. I'm dead serious.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh.
I can appreciate the male figure. I can appreciate also being topped by Ryan Reynolds. Like,
yo, yeah, me too. That ass though.
Also Neil Patrick Harris, which is better because he is a family man, and I feel like he's a gentle lover.
I was gonna use anyway. The answer here was Ted Bundy, played by little hottie patati Zac Efron. Oh, that man. Can I tell you, he had a show where he went around with some guy and they traveled to different places and they like ate a bunch of stuff. It was terrible, but I watched every single minute of every single episode because I wanted to stare at him.
Can we talk about how terrible Baywatch was as a movie? But Zac Efron made me feel some things that I didn't think were actually there.
And that movie, hang on. What's that movie? Where they're college kids and then the people next door have a baby?
Oh, that Neighbors or whatever.
Yes. Everything about him.
My favorite scene of that, it's going to sound really fucked up, but my favorite scene in that entire thing is when they're selling the dildos. And one of them's like, oh, I thought you were supposed to be soft for the whole thing.
My favorite is when they go, just keep it down. Just keep it down. Because that's me. I'm so obnoxious. I'm like, just keep it down. I'm an old lady stuck in a young woman's body.
Ear hub.
Is it your turn?
Yep. Arrested for 80s deaths, plural, in Seattle, America's most prolific serial killer, guilty 48 times. 48 times. Like, so I feel like there's a difference between like, this is my own like tangent since Paige left, but like I feel like there's a difference between like serial killer and mass murderer. Like, serial killer is an art. You have to single out people and kill them one by one. So if you get to 48, that's fucking impressive. Like, slapping down a fucking MG42 in a crowded hallway and just going to town getting 48. Like that's bullshit. I mean, it's probably in a high school, but you know, yeah, whatever. Not that was super dark or anything, but seriously, if you're gonna be a serial killer and get 48 kills to your name, that's a shit ton of planning. How patient that has to be someone who has like some autism or some severe fucking depression, because you get really patient when you have depression. But like, Jesus Christ. Like, you can drop an A-bomb and be like, I'm a mass murderer. I killed 36,000. Like, that's not impressive. This dude stalked. Also, his name is Gary Ridgway. But that's impressive. You're up. Did you hear my whole rant on mass murderers versus serial killers?
Something about 48. Is that?
No. So I feel like there's a difference between serial killers and mass murderers. It's like serial killers have to plan out and stalk all of their victims. So like 48 is impressive because they have to plan out 48 different kills. A mass murderer can slap down like an automatic rifle in a hallway and like kill off like 100 people, and like that doesn't take skill. That just takes like holding down the trigger.
So like, let me ask you, DC Sniper, we're gonna go back. Serial killer or mass murderer?
Serial killer.
Okay, but he didn't really plan much. He just sat and picked whoever.
And how long did it take for him to get caught?
I mean, look, I'm fully aware. I watched the documentary. But he didn't plan. Like, he really didn't put that much thought into it.
But he planned it out enough to not get caught for that long.
I understand your point, but
you're being argumentative for the sake of being argumentative.
I love to do that. Thank you.
Me too.
I know.
All right.
Well, now my phone's not working. Hang on.
Lucas ditched us for an 0-0 game. Wait, are we an hour in with an 0-0 game?
What does that mean?
Lucas went to the Tech NC State game, and it's currently 0-0 with a minute 40 left in the half.
Does anyone understand the words coming out of your mouth?
Yes.
Oh, fantastic. All right, I think I'm on it. Is it number 39?
Yes.
Fantastic. Send Night Stalker to gas chamber, LA jury says. So who was the Night Stalker? There was a whole documentary on this as well. And it was that famous guy's wife. Crazy.
Yeah, I'm kind of upset that Lucas ditched us for this.
Excuse you? If Lucas didn't ditch you, you would have never invited me. And then the internet never would have known the joy of this little face.
I mean, if we're talking about looks, you are definitely the top of our draw.
I think the entire Drink and Think community, I might unfortunately be at the top. Because I think I'm unfortunately the only woman. Right?
Lucas and I have been talking about doing a hot tub stream, and I definitely think we would have pulled big for that. Like hot tub trivia hosting, big time. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, definitely.
So take your little I'm the only female and I'm attractive to like
Here's the thing.
When we start our hot tub streaming, over.
Let me just say, I'm the only female, so I'm the most attractive. Great. Do you remember when we did a podcast episode? Do you remember that? I'm accidentally flicking you off. Do you remember that? Because I remember that. And I remember that even though those people could not see me, that was the best episode that you ever had.
I never actually looked at the analytics, so I don't know if that's true or not.
That's true. I know that that's true. You know what else happened? Is I said the words so good. A disgusting amount of time. If you go back and listen to that episode, it's like a drinking game to count how many times Paige says the words so good.
I'm opening Spotify right now just to look this up.
It's pretty bad. Anyway, the answer here was Richard Ramirez. Crazy little story. The community came together and caught this motherfucker and tracked him until the police came and picked him up.
hold on. You know, Dick Trickle won a NASCAR race. I remember Dick Trickle. I'm trying to find Sydney's victory.
Anytime now. I'm going to ask the next question while you look this up and find out that I'm right.
Go for it. Just
fantastic. What serial killer gave the inspiration with actual human bone furniture and skin lampshades to movie characters including Norman Bates, Leatherface, and Buffalo Bill? So all of these things were inspired by the real person who actually did this shit because he was crazy. And what was that guy's name?
It doesn't show the analytics when I pull up the page.
Well, that's unfortunate. I would like for you to know that I'm right.
Probably. It's fine.
It's fine.
Did you just pull out your inner Sean Connery there for a second?
Sean Connery. No, I would never.
It's fine.
It's fine. I'm sorry. I shouldn't laugh at people's responses. It's not funny.
I mean, that's what they do every week, so. We're still missing Let's Get Quizzical and Witchy Woman. Witchy Woman, we're missing your answer. Scrambles. What's going on? In the chat. Grant Mall's run for loss of 2 on Tech 14. Yeah, that sounds about right. I think that's going to be like the end of the half.
Well,
we're so good.
The answer here was Ed Gein. That crazy motherfucker.
All right. Here are your points going into the last round. First place, Invasion of the Bunghole Snatchers, 71.975. Second place, the Texas Bunghole Massacre, 79.3. The Blair Witch Bunghole, 68.02. Let's Get Quizzical, 63.956. Phantom Spooky Grim, 43.65. Witchy Woman, 21.199.
Okay.
All right, let's go into our last round of the evening. In this round, we will describe an infamous cult, and you tell me which one it is. First one, this cult started as a utopia of free love, but descended into chaos, leading to the group trying to steal a local election and causing the largest bioterrorism attack in U.S. history. Ooh, I remember this. It was a salad bar. It was salad bars at like Applebee's or Ruby Tuesdays or something.
Salad bars at Ruby Tuesdays are the best. TBH.
Really?
I know no, but I know very little about cults. Very little. However, I think I'd be really good at being in a cult. I think it'd be real easy to convince me to join one.
I'd see that. I could see that.
Yeah. I don't have to make decisions. People take care of me. Look, I'm good at doing what I'm told. You set the expectation. I'm a people pleaser.
Yeah.
I could be a cult.
I'm really good at, like, you give me a goal. Like, I'll work towards it. I don't care what the fucking goal is. Like, give me clear expectations, but let's get quizzical. I need your answer.
Hey, that was stern. That was like parental.
Also, we're probably not gonna play games tonight. Just a heads up.
Wow, Doug, you're no fun.
Do you want to play games tonight?
I have to work in the morning. I have to get up early and sell drugs to strangers. All right.
That's fair.
I got an important life.
Well, the answer is Rajneeshpuram. They're the ones who sprayed, is it botulism or something over like salad bars or Ruby Tuesdays or some shit like that.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I love that for us.
It only hit like 6-7 people, something like that, but.
Oh, is that all?
You're up.
I am. I know. I had to get to the question. My thing was being weird. This cult is attributed for helping to plunge the country into a state of terror that helped inspire the Satanic Panic of the 80s and 90s, the leader is accused of having killed at least 9 people, but is suspected of 35 total due to his desire to start a race war and get back at Hollywood stardom that rejected him.
I'd like to point out that Satanic Panic would have been a great,
Such a good band name.
Or even like a song, like the Monster Mash, Satanic Panic.
Panic.
It would have had to been one of those songs that like tells you what to do as you move along, like line dancing, like the cha-cha slide.
Like the Mambo number 5. Is
Nah,
that the thing?
Like the
No. The cha-cha slide is
like one hop this time.
Oh, the Cupid shuffle. I get down with that at a wedding.
Those are about the only songs that get out on the dance floor for. The slow songs and those songs, the only songs that go out on the dance floor for. Because either it's really hard to go side, it's really easy to go side to side and then do what I'm told. Jump forward, jump back, yeah, Macarena.
Hey, Macarena. Anyway, your answer there was the Manson family.
This cult believed humans were created by aliens called Elohim, who pretended to be angels when they appeared in the past.
I've never heard of this before, I don't think.
I don't think I have either, but Elohim definitely sounds like a what's it called? Lord of the Rings, like elven group.
Yeah, you have full nerd.
These are the Elohim. They've lived for 4,000 years and have protected some bullshit place that for some reason is magical.
I'm just gonna backtrack here because I just looked at the chat. Satanic Panic at the Disco. Obsessed. Oh my god.
That's our new band name. That's our new band name.
Trademarked. Hashtag.
Yep. Alright, we're missing one, it looks like.
I got all 6.
Wait, when did I'm missing Let's Get Quizzical. Okay, someone just made a team called Doug. Like,
Doug.
Like my name and then D-U-G. Doug.
Interesting.
Let's Get Quizzical, we need your answer. Gave you 10 seconds.
6 answers, what are you looking at?
I have 6 of 7.
Oh, I only got 6 of 6. I think Let's Get Quizzical is not here.
Hover over the ghost.
The ghost?
Oh, the ghost's not there anymore because you hit end question.
I did.
Alright, well, this score, it's realism. I don't know if it's supposed to be realism or if it's realism.
Realism. Sounds like we're from Virginia. Realism. All right. This cult believed that they were descended from the Knights Templar, but later died in a series of mass murders and suicides in the 1990s.
Don't drink Kool-Aid.
Oh, look at that little hint.
That's actually not a hint at all, but...
Fantastic. Who drank Kool-Aid? Look, like I said, I know nothing about cults. I just think I'd be good at them.
Also, they didn't drink Kool-Aid. They drank Flavor Aid, which was a competing brand at the time. But after a mass suicide by Flavor Aid, their sales went down for some reason.
Oh, no. Can't imagine why.
I have no idea why that would happen. Let's Get Quizzical. The other one. What's the answer?
7. Well, oh my god. The answer is Order of the Solar Temple.
This cult was based on a self-help education, which led many of its followers to put themselves into debt to take classes and then be used as free labor. The leaders also established a women-only inner circle in which women were coerced into having sex with the leader, be branded with the leader's initials, and even be pushed into strict diets that bordered on starvation.
On a lighthearted note, the name of that creature, is it Cthulhu?
Yeah.
Yeah! Look at me go. Is that relevant to this question?
Nope.
Oh. Dope.
He is an elder god, though. So there, he's a Lovecraftian. So when you talk about like the pantheons, so like the Greek pantheon, the Norse pantheon, the Christian pantheon, like the groups of gods, he falls under the Lovecraftian one because H.P. Lovecraft was the first person to create Cthulhu.
Yes.
So
yeah.
he falls under essentially, like, I don't want to say imaginary gods because there are legitimately people who worship him, but he, like, in the hierarchy, he is not the highest ranking god. But the answer being NXIVM.
I'm sure that's how you say that.
Nixivim? I don't know.
Oh, fucking. This cult believed that the human body shouldn't be stigmatized and that sex should be enjoyed often. This led to many cases of rape, unfortunately, sexual abuse, and pedophilia, with the worst cases having sex with children as young as 2.
I hope they all burned in hell.
Fucking round just took the mood way down.
I am not a religious person, but I really hope there's a hell of some sort so that dipshits like this get punished.
Honestly.
Like, it's, I mean, like, heaven doesn't have to exist as long as hell does. Like, I don't mind hanging in the middle space of just being like, like, it's just gray area. That's fine.
Put me in limbo.
Yeah, I don't care as long as, like, the shit people get punished.
I feel you. Well, the answer here is the children of God. That sounds right.
Yep, yeah.
Yeah, that tracks.
Known to many as a religious sect who goes door to door preaching the good word, this cult has often been accused of barring its members from getting higher education and minimizing contact with the outside world. They believe that only 144,000 people will go to heaven, with the rest of the anointed being resurrected by God to cleanse the earth after Armageddon.
All of these quotation marks and all these questions.
I mean, it's religion, so.
I had a friend who practiced this religion growing up. They couldn't celebrate honor. Can I say that? Is that fine? Will people know the answer to that?
Probably. If I mean, you saying they can't celebrate is, I think, good enough.
Oh. Whatever. Well, I already done said it. But yeah, they didn't celebrate any holidays, including birthdays. So anytime I wanted to get my friend a birthday gift, I would just have to say, like, I just saw this thing and it made me think of you, and it just happens to be this random day. It's a total coincidence. Total coincidence. Yeah.
It just happened upon. Alright, missing 2. Give you 10 more seconds.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Nope, that's it.
Wow.
Answer is Jehovah's Witnesses.
Can't celebrate holidays. No holidays. Not a single one.
All right, last question of the evening. This is a wager round. Go for it.
There's a lot of pressure. There we go. This cult taught a blend of Christianity, socialism, and communism with an emphasis on racial equality. Under the scrutiny of the American government, the group fled to Guyana, and after continued investigation, among other things, the group performed mass suicide by drinking a cyanide-laced drink. What is this cult?
I wonder what cyanide-laced drink they drank.
Is it the Kool-Aid?
No, it's not. Flavor-Aid.
Oh, I'm sorry. The Flavor-Aid.
Although, I think that was the Branch Davidian. I don't remember.
What?
Don't take my...
No one ever does.
That was Jonestown. That was,
Yeah. That's a name I'm familiar with.
Oh no, they drink a flavored drink mixed with Valium, chloral hydrate, cyanide, and phenegrin. Flavor aid.
Here's the thing. Socialism, racial equality, they don't sound that bad. Why do these people kill themselves?
Jim Jones.
Oh, you're reading. Okay.
Yeah.
You're not just ignoring me. That's good to know.
Sorry, I'm trying to find what this is actually called.
You take your time. I think everyone loves it.
No, I don't want to subscribe to the History Channel.
Are you sure?
Oh, I was wrong.
Doug is like loading. He's like buffering right now.
Yeah, a little bit. All right, so it's the People's Temple, and
That's the question.
I was wrong because that was the Jonestown Massacre. He was a Guyana nationalist or whatever. But yeah, so
Yeah. So
yeah, People's Temple. So with that, our winners are Invasion of the Bunghole Snatchers, A1.275. Second place, the Texas Bunghole Massacre is number 1. Number 2 is Invasion of the Bunghole Snatchers, 8.7. Blair Witch Bunghole, 77.5. Let's Get Quizzical, 63, after missing like the last 4 questions. Phantom Spooky Grim, 47.4. Witchy Woman, 24.8. And Doug 2. They joined in the last couple questions, so it's fine. The Bungholes one, you guys know how to get in touch with me. I will send you your prize. We'll be back next week. I will let you guys know we're doing The Office for next month's trivia. We will not be doing it the normal last Thursday because the last Thursday of the month is Thanksgiving next month. So we will be doing Office trivia the Thursday before that, which if I pull up a calendar, that says the 17th. So 3 weeks from now, the 17th, that we will be having our next trivia night. It'll be The Office. So we hope to all see you there. We also hope to see Paige in the future.
That's what I'm saying. Can I come to office trivia?
I'm gonna pay Allie to put your mic in Jello. Why?
Is that a yes? Can I come to office trivia? I want to come to the office trivia.
Do you want to come? You can come to any trivia you want. I know. I get it's an office joke because they put Dwight's stapler in Jello.
In a gel. Yeah. Ha ha ha.
But,
ha 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 ha. Thanks,
Uh,
guys. This has been great.
Yeah. I mean, we hope you come back in the future. We are more than happy to have a 3-person trivia instead of 2-person trivia. So if you guys want to come back, if you guys enjoyed tonight with Paige making fun of us and stuff, just imagine her and Lucas together. It's gonna be bad.
All 3 of us. It's gonna be super fun.
So
Get used to the space. Learn it.
We'll see you all next week for regular trivia. Bungholes, you know how to contact me. Your prizes. Otherwise, catch y'all on the flippy flop. Go.